Hey everyone, grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and listen to us as we entertain ourselves with some crazy ideas and very therapeutic conversations.
Join us as we dive into our lives through a mix of spirituality, psychology, and some fun along the way. I'm Crystal.
I'm Jolene,
and you're listening to What Lies Beneath.
I don't know what's up with this dog. Like, okay. He has some kind of like digestive intestinal issues. He hacks like an old man. And I've taken him to get a microbiome test, and like his markers are actually pretty good. He has like one marker. Hello. He has like one marker that is an indication of like a lack of microbiome diversity. But otherwise, he's like really good. His senior panels were really good. The boy's just fucking drama. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, It was the day before yesterday. He didn't want to eat. His belly was kind of swollen a little bit. I don't know what's up with that, but he didn't really want to eat. And then Sunday he ate. I don't know what's up with his belly. I don't know, girl.
Maybe there's a little gas involved. Maybe a little gas.
I don't know.
But fasting isn't a problem. Fasting isn't a problem.
Yeah, but he's already underweight.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did say that last time. Gosh dang it. These animals.
They are. They're fucking stressful. Don't get one, Joe.
I was sitting with my friend. It was so funny. She came over and I was asking her about Bumble. She's on Bumble. So she was scrolling through her Bumble and I was fucking scrolling through Pet Finder and we were both like, oh my God, look at this. Like sharing each other photos. And I was like, oh my God, I can't tell like which one is it? Like which one is it? And so it was just like we're both trying to find love.
Don't they
in
say
different ways.
All like just about all dogs are sanguines anyways?
Seriously. I was like, I don't know, man. You know what? No more as much as I love senior dogs, no more senior dogs. They come with a whole set of health issues that I don't have the cortisol levels to deal with right now.
Girl.
Already shot.
Girl, you ain't lying. Oh God.
All right. Tell me everything you've learned this week.
You want to specify?
I know. Let me see. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, you need to learn how to be a child again.
Yes. So you mentioned like what it is to be a daughter, and oh my gosh. So
I got something to say too. Go ahead.
I was like, you know what? That is it. So I went ChatGPT and I'm like, what is a daughter? Right? And I'm like, what is that? Let's define it, because like I feel like there's so many words that I just through life have given it its own meaning. And so like now with technology so like easy to accessible, I'm like, what does that actually mean? What does that actually look like? Yeah. And so that just led me to even talk to my mom. And it was a really great introduction, as far as I think it was exactly what I needed to have that healing conversation with her. And so
keep going.
Okay. And then we had that conversation and she was like crying. She didn't go into shame. Like I took ownership in the sense of like, I don't even know how to talk to you about this, because I just don't know. Like, I don't even know what to start. And she actually, instead of going into shame, like she has been, she went into like ownership in the sense of like how I was never taught, like how I didn't have to, like how I was in the sense forced to be a parent, which my mind was like literally blown. And I asked her, I was like, okay, well, will you teach me now? And she like,
that's amazing.
She was crying and I was like, this is great.
Do you see what happens when you show up and you show up with like, yeah, I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
What it allows the other person to be within the space.
Totally.
That's why your mom didn't go into shame.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, let me teach you.
Yeah. She was like, it was so great. I was like, oh, I love curiosity, man. It saves everything. It's the best.
I love that. Okay, so I want to say one thing, but I'm actually curious what chat told you. The one thing I wanted to say, because I was thinking a lot about this, like after last week. I think I was driving to work, and I was just remembering my grace experience that I shared with you guys. And you know, it's funny because, like, okay, one of the things that we talk about a lot, like with Ro, is context, right? Context always brings people together. And so if you're in the same space, same group, same friend group, work group, whatever it is, if you belong to that group, you share a context, meaning you share some underlying core belief as a group. And it's funny because when I was telling Ro about the context of my grace, my first grace, I had an epiphany. The context looked like everyone called themselves a generational trauma breaker. Like, I'm the one breaking the trauma. And the epiphany that I had was, yeah, but do you even know what trauma you're breaking? Because the trauma that like if you think you're breaking the trauma of, I'm going to be a better mom than what I had, or I'm going to give my children what I didn't get, you're not breaking anything. The trauma to break is to learn how to be a daughter. That is the only way you will create space for your own children to be just children. It's not to be a better mother. It's to learn how to fucking surrender, admit you don't have all the answers, and be a fucking child again.
Yeah.
That was the epiphany that I had.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. It is there's surrendering is definitely like a stretch too, especially when you've been through so much. It's like, how do you build that trust again with others or yourself?
You
surrender.
You stop having expectations. Like, I'm curious what chat said, what being a daughter means, because in systemic psychology, being a child means you accept what your parents give you with no complaints.
Yeah. So it said, I pulled it up. So it just says it can mean many different things. So on your relationship with your parents in your season of life, it says, number one, identity, not performance. Being a daughter isn't something you earn. It's a part of who you are. And then I'm summing it all up because there's a lot. And number two,
me like loaded up.
Number two, it said relationship and care. Being a daughter is love and respect, showing appreciation, honor in the small ways, words, calls, time together, setting boundaries. It doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything. It's also having your own voice and space, presence. Sometimes simply being able to text or hug or share a meal matters more than grand gestures. Number three, grow and reflection. As you grow, your role shifts, needing your parents to share life with them as an adult, sometimes supporting them as they age. For spiritual or heart level, and it says, if it resonates with you, some being a daughter, not just in family terms, but also spiritually, as being a beloved daughter of God. That source of identity, grounding, and worth can shape how you interact with your family. And then it asked me how to be, like, when you ask how to be a daughter, are you thinking more of your role with your parents right now? Or are you asking in a deeper sense of identity, spiritual or emotional? That way I can tailor it closely to how you're feeling. So I said, in the sense of my parents, I took the parental position as a child. It led to this question, how have I been a daughter to my parents instead of the parent? And it said, thank you for clarifying.
Dang.
Yeah, and they went in more. Number one, recognize what happened. You carried the responsibility that wasn't yours, which may have felt like survival at the time. That doesn't mean you failed as a daughter. It means that you were placed in an unnatural role. Number two, redefine your daughter for yourself. Being a daughter is not about managing your parents' needs, moods, or stability. Being a daughter is to receive love, learn, and grow under care, not to carry the burdens of the family. Number three, practical shifts that you can try is relational versus managerial. So instead of asking, what do they need from me? How can we enjoy each other? Is the other question. Letting go of control. Receiving if they offer help, care, or wisdom, even if it's small, practicing saying yes and receiving as a daughter. Number four, healing the inner daughter. Part of being a daughter now might mean reparent your inner child, allowing yourself the experience of safety, joy, and play you didn't get to have back then. So
I love that.
it was good.
Yeah, I definitely like certain parts of that.
And then it recommended like therapy, journaling, rituals, and things like that. So I was like, okay, cool. Cool. All right. Yeah, definitely took what I needed, and then called my mother, like, I think 2 days later.
Okay, tell me more about that. I'm curious.
Yeah, I was talking to her about something else. And then I was like, I just felt like I really needed to talk to her about this. And I just was like, I told her about the podcast, and I was like, hey, there was many times where I tried to have healing conversation with you, and my experience is that you were going into shame, and I take responsibility in the sense of like, I don't know how to say it the right way where you don't feel attacked. Because my intention was never to like shame you or hurt you or attack you. It was just more so in the sense of like, I'm learning, and I'm trying to get past this. I don't want this to be what's in the way anymore. And then she immediately was like, she immediately was starting already to take responsibility. Like, you just didn't know, it's okay. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is awesome. And then I was like, well, we talked about how to be a daughter. And I realized, well, I was so busy being the parent growing up, I didn't really, wasn't really in the position of like being a daughter. And like, even now to this day, like there are moments where you're like upset and crying because you wanted, you have this idea of what your relationship would have been or would be right now with your daughter. And I haven't been that. And to be honest, I don't know how to do that. So, and then she started crying, and I was like, would you teach me? and she was just like crying, and she's like, of course I will. And I was like, okay, great. Cool.
That got me emotional right now. I'm like tearing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what that was over the weekend?
That was, I think, I don't know what day it was, to be honest.
I'm curious how it's been since then.
Nothing.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing since then. But yeah, she used to like, she's going through menopause for one. Let's just say that. And she hasn't gotten hormones yet. So she has been a lot to process and understand. And so, you know, there was like a few times before they moved out to Arizona where she was like, she'd be crying, and she's like, I just, her mom died when she was in her young, early 30s. And her mom died at 54, and she was like, I think 33 or something like that, 32,
Okay.
my age. And she had 4 kids, you know, and an abusive husband. And it's like after my grandma passed, like the abuse got worse at home. That's how it felt for me as a kid. It was like the safety net was gone, and it went full on force of like, we're no longer safe, at least from my perspective. But so fast forward to now, she would just be like, I had a different relationship with my mom. Like I would still call her, and I would cry to her, and I'd go to her house, and she would braid my hair or brush my hair, and I'd be laying on her lap, and we'd be talking and joking and things like that. And I'm like, well, Mom, if you're not having like an experience with your daughters, like with me, that you don't want, that you want, you need to say something. I'm not no mind reader. Like that's how I'd be in the past. Like, just tell me, like, it's easy. Just call. You want to talk? Call me. It's simple.
Vulnerability is easy, right?
When you practice it a lot, it's a little bit easier for sure. You know, like, I mean, you know me. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Tell me no? Okay. It's fine. I'll try again next time. You know, that's like always how I see it. So I'm like, what are they gonna do? You know, like it's not that bad. I feel like we make it worse than it is, you know?
Yeah.
There's someone out there that will love that portion of you.
Yeah.
You get enough people around you, you're good.
Y'all together love all the portions of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, oh, okay, that person doesn't like it when I'm like this, but that person loves it. Great. You know, you learn. But yeah, so she just didn't like that. So, but I never asked her to just teach me. I just told her, like, call me. It's not that hard. And I guess it is hard for her to just call.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you had that conversation. I'm amazed you were actually able to say the words like will you teach me?
Oh, I felt like a fish out of water. Like I was squirming inside, truly. Truly.
That's amazing though. It's amazing that you got those words out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Super awkward. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
Nice. All right.
So what was your experience with the daughter conversation or the thought?
I mean, I feel like at the time that I had it, it was easier only because I felt I was just like at the pinnacle of realizing what I had done to myself. And like, I've been able to process a lot of this through writing. And we have like a very similar backstory of my grandma being the safety net, growing up in a really abusive home. And I've been able to process a lot of like, when did I stop being a daughter? Like, when did that change? When was that moment? And like, I mean, I know exactly when the moment was. And I think that just being able to process that and realizing the internal shift that happened in that moment, and then afterwards, that's just the identity that I built, like a motherless child, right? I wasn't motherless, but it was better for me to kill my mom emotionally because I was certain she was going to die physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when I stopped being a child, stopped being a daughter. And like, it's just so clear in my head that who I was before and who I was after, very different people, night and day. And realizing that, like you said, right? Like, or like chat said, right? It's out of survival, you know? That's what I did to survive. It's kind of crazy how the brain works that way. It's like, on one hand, when you start looking at the stories and the meanings that you created as a child, it's like, it seems so irrational when you look back. But then on the other hand, it's kind of fascinating how the brain keeps you alive. Like, what it does to keep you alive. It's kind of weird.
Like, in the sense of the stories that it creates to keep you alive.
Yeah.
Get you focused on instead of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. But my parentalization is also like my biggest mask that is killing me. And it's funny because it's like, even now that I've had this conversation with my mom, it's been a couple years now. I still have a challenging dynamic with my siblings, and not all of them, but there's still certain things that are a little bit challenging. And of course I have 3 siblings, so it's like some relationships are better than others, and some it's like there's definitely still this, I don't want to say parentalization dynamic, but there's definitely still a story that is in the way of the relationship. For sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think when that realization of like the fact that I wasn't the daughter that my mom needed to be a daughter, like it never even dawned on me that the people in my life just needed me to be that, something so simple, or ideally something so simple. And I even like want to have those same conversation like with my siblings, because I took away their sister.
Yes, you did.
Right? So like there was like my little brother, for an example, like our relationship has gone through it for sure. But as of like lately, it's been 1,000 light years better. And he's like so upset with me with things I'm like, dude, what, who, I like, it's oblivious to me, like my sister Amanda, she went through MITT, and like at one point she like came up to me and was like, I did not realize how much you sacrificed for us. Like, thank you for that. And that was like mind blown because I never thought I would ever get acknowledged for it, not one time. So when she actually acknowledged it, I was like, I felt like, man, like, I felt so much better because I felt like for a long time, like I was seen a certain kind of way. And a part of me was holding that against my brother. Like, how can he not see how much I sacrificed for him?
You know what you sound like right now, right?
What?
A parent that's frustrated with her ungrateful kids.
That yes, I believe that. Yeah, totally. I was like, this little shit, like, and it was even hard. It's been very hard seeing him as like an almost 30-year-old man. Like I still see that little boy that I took care of. And I mean, like, out of all my siblings, I did the most for him because he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 7. And so I would be 8, 9, 10 years old giving him insulin shots and checking his blood sugar. And, when he's going through puberty, he would have like diabetes episodes where he went into diabetic shock and had seizures, and everyone's freaking out. No one knows how to respond to it. So like at the time I was a CNA, so I was already trained on how to respond to this stuff. So like I'm on the phone with 911 and assessing the patient and I had to compartmentalize it. This is my brother right now, because if I put into the emotions that this is my brother, then he wouldn't have gotten the care he needed. Like I had to be like, this is a patient that needs my attention. Like, so like going from like all the things that I constantly sacrifice for him that he has no idea for, I'm like, you little shit. I gave up so much for you.
But you know why he's ungrateful?
Because he just wanted me to be his sister.
Exactly. Like people are never grateful for what you give them when you give them it from a place that's not your place. They will never be grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about it that way. Like, oh my gosh.
The conversation with him is so easy then.
It will be. That's for sure.
Yeah. It'll be like, stick like same structure, right? Like, hey, I'm realizing some things and this is who I have been within the relationship. Therefore, this is what I've missed out on, right? I've been the parent. I've been this, I've been that, I've been strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've missed out on actually knowing you as my brother and sharing myself as a sister. Can we start over? It's so easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation has already started. So it would just, because, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. So that's going to be good.
Yeah. Can we start over? Because I'm realizing I need my little brother. I need my siblings. Like, I need you guys as my siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking to someone over the weekend and like, we're all fucking parentalized, right? And she said something about like, is this why I have like all of my friends are just older women? Because being the older sibling and being parentalized, like we never had a big sister. Like no one showed us. And like it's one thing to like be the oldest child, because I feel like even if you're not parentalized, right, being the oldest child, you're the first one to like have the responsibility, right? It's just the way it is. It's hierarchy, right? But then when you're parentalized, it's like the level of responsibility you're given is beyond what you're even capable of. Like you do not have the emotional capacity to be given that level of responsibility.
Right.
And so it's like we never had mentorship. We never had guidance. We never had anyone show us. And it made me kind of sad afterwards, like thinking about it, because I was like, I just felt in that moment that like I felt the pain of like all of the oldest siblings who just wish they had a big sister
Like someone looking out for them.
or big brother. Someone
Yeah.
looking out for them. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was reminded of like, but I have the tools to have that now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I have an aunt that's 9 years older than me, and she's 15 years younger than my mom. And so I always saw her as my sister more than I saw her as my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some moments where it made that thought process was challenging for sure. Because like we didn't live together, but I mean the amount of time I did spend with her was ridiculous. Like we damn near lived together for many years. And like it would it would like be frustrating when she wanted to play the aunt card. I'm like, get out of here. Who the heck are you? We grew up together. Stop it. Stop. It's still
Like I'm parentalized. No, thank you.
right. Like I don't need another parent I have to parentalize. I don't need that.
Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. That's like going to my grace experience. That's always been something that like that I want is like someone to just not give up on me.
Yeah.
Like even in partnership, you know, because I've never had that. Like going into like even dating, like give so much of yourself because you're used to it. You've been practicing it. I've been practicing it my whole life, you know, giving everything like, oh, you want to accomplish whatever goal, I got you. I'll do all the research. I'll basically hand it to you on a silver fucking platter. All you have to do is you just have to grab it. That's it. It's already done for you. I'll have options too. So you get to pick whatever one you want.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. And then afterwards, when they don't, you're going to feel how?
I'm like, you motherfucker. All I want is you not to give up on me. That's it. That's all I want.
I mean, that's your traumatic compatibility right there.
Yeah. Sure is.
Damn, I had a thought. Fuck. What was it? I forgot.
So with that being the traumatic compatibility, what is that the little spice of ego that needs to be filled when you're finding, you know, like how does that?
Well, okay. Did you revisit your list?
It was on my to-do list. I totally
You gotta look at your poison list.
I do.
We're not trying to go full traumatic compatibility because like
Right.
there
We should
like,
just do it right now.
where it's like, okay, these are my red flags, and this is not a red flag, but it's a little bit of my poison.
It's a yellow flag.
Yeah, it's a yellow flag. There you go.
It's a yellow.
Maybe a little beige flag.
What was my thought that I had?
Like, where did I put it?
As we were talking about parents. I forgot. Oh, like, I think one of the biggest things that I realized, like, because like I still have to remind myself to chill. You don't know everything, and be open to what someone else has to share. Like I still have to remind myself a lot, you know, like, dude, my parentalization, I feel like was the hardest thing for me to break through and like finally surrender. So I still feel like I struggle with it a lot. But it's like when I do remind myself and I stay open, the people that you think have nothing to teach you, like absolutely nothing, they actually do. Even if it's something that is like so small. Like even our parents. Like the one thing I'll say about my mom is that my mom's got girlish charm. My mom has girlish charm on lock. And I can enjoy that now and appreciate that in myself because I got it from her.
Oh man, you ain't lying. My mom's pretty good at that too. Like she'll go in her own backyard looking for rocks. Like, what the hell are you doing? And then she puts them in like rainbow order, like all the colors together and stuff. And she's just having the best time. Like, and I'm like, you're weird. But really, she's in girlish charm. Just totally in her feminine, having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I used to judge the shit out of my mom for that. But
Yeah.
not anymore. Now I'm like, I'm actually in awe that it is so alive in her, given what I know she's been through. Like, I'm like, how did that survive within you? And to be honest, I even ask myself that. Like, how the fuck did that part of me survive? I don't know, but it did.
It's awesome.
And I get it from my mama.
I love that.
Yeah. So conversation with brother coming next. Sister too, same conversation.
Oh yeah. Our relationship was so different than my brother and me. You know, like Amanda and I we play like we're the closest in age and stuff. So like we played a lot and fought a lot and learned how to like how to not take certain things personally and how to move on, how to pick the small things or not pick the small things as problems, how to enjoy the small things. Like there's definitely a different relationship that we experienced. And then, you know, when she's on softball, like she's in travel ball, she was like never home. So
yeah, I wanna start like building more of that, like with my sister too, like the one that is the second oldest. Like I want to start just having more experiences with her where like we're enjoying it as sisters. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I live with her now, so man. I'm like trying to remind her of like the girlish charm. I'm like, hey, let's do some goofy shit here, okay? We're gonna. And she's like, are you serious right now? I'm like, yes, come on, let's do it.
That's funny.
She's like,
Sounds like she's got some stuff to work through there.
she definitely does. That's for sure.
That's
for sure. Yeah, I mean, what do we not have?
Yeah. How is your relationship with your brother, Joe?
It's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, part of like me stepping back into my sanguineness, right? The reason why was because when I am that way, I feel like I hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, talking about like what my brother might feel within the family because everyone's so dominant that he kind of doesn't have room.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I feel like me being in my sanguineness is like driving us apart a little bit because we were getting closer. So I'm just like navigating that.
How do you feel like it's driving you apart?
Like I feel like he doesn't want to spend time with me, and
I mean, that might be my own story, but I don't know. I just I can't put a finger on like the dynamic.
Mhm.
What's his biotype?
He's a phlegmatic.
Yeah.
Um,
But definitely a falsifier. Like super, like probably analyzer, right?
Oh yeah, we're both analyzers.
Mhm. Dude, there's a lot of analyzers in this world.
He's you know how Ro talks about the falsifier phlegmatics who start hanging out with like the metalheads and dress all black, and that's my brother.
Go through their little emo phase.
It wasn't a phase. Well,
Still there.
it is, but like it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I listened to Shaman Durett's webinar on Thursday. It was funny enough about receiving.
Mhm.
And it was like removing energy blocks and things on receiving. And one of the things that like really stuck with me was this girl that came on that he like worked through with some things. And one of this woman's blocks was like her anger with how people misuse power, and that relating to like money and receiving money, and thinking that people, you know, who have a lot of money are misusing their power.
Mhm.
And so one of the like mantras, I guess you could say, for her that he mentioned was like, choose to see the good in the light versus what the darkness is doing. And then the second part was, I can allow myself to receive even when others can't.
Mhm.
And I feel like I'm kind of feeling that way, like just because of how my brother's like work situation is and things like that. Like he doesn't have a job right now. And like I'm finally feeling pretty good in my career. But then I feel like that's like also creating like a gap between us too, in a way. Like
Mhm.
he's my older brother. I don't know. Not that I have this expectation that he should be at a certain point, but it's like I want him to do well for himself.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel guilty in a way.
I feel like you just gotta let your brother be on his own journey.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, because I'm trying to think of like, how would a sanguine do? What would you do as a sanguine, Marissa?
I was thinking about that as you were sharing. I'm like, okay, we have a falsifier. So I'm like, how do you connect with a falsifier, right? Like as a sanguine. And a part of me was like, okay, I have to hang out with him because you still need to like entertain your sanguine and like pick a day. Just you want to do like you gotta like show him the fun side of sanguine, I think. But it needs to be something that matches him and where he's at right now. You need to meet him where he's at, is what I think. And so invite him over to make it sound like something simple. And then I would be like, get the fuck in the car. We're gonna go. And then have like buy 2 tickets to his favorite rock concert or something.
Oh my
and
God,
just
I wrote down lists of bands because we went camping together and he was playing his music the whole time, and I'm like, I've asked him a million times about his bands, but I always forget the name of them. So I actually like wrote them down this time.
yeah, I would be like, get the fuck in the car. Don't tell him where you're going. Like, and make sure you have all the snacks, all the things. If you like drinks, have it right there. Like passenger princess, like massive, because he's phlegmatic, right? So we need to like really hit his heart hard, and just show up at the venue, and then make sure you're in the front in the freaking like mosh pit, and like just like I think that would let you get out anger. That would let you be sanguine as fuck because it's spontaneous. It's just whatever. It's not your norm. And then like create memories with him and don't bring up the past like whatsoever. Like live in that moment only is what I would do. And then like your ride home is maybe talking about the black eye you just got. You know, like, you know, just make sure everything's okay, safe, you know, like, but you can handle it. Like you're sanguine, so your pain tolerance is high. So it's not like you can't, you're gonna be okay. And it'll be his norm, like his how he plays.
I love that.
That sounds fun.
Because I feel like it'll also challenge you, Joe, to like be like, get the fuck in the car.
Right.
And we're going.
Yeah.
Right. I got something for you. Just let's go. We're going in the car.
Yeah.
Like whatever, you know, we're gonna go. Come on.
I feel like it'll tap because like what do sanguines do? I'm thinking like sanguines literally know how to like wear people down. Like no, like I'm gonna get through this person. Like if there's anyone who can like pierce that bulletproof vest, it's gonna be me.
Yeah, because we're familiar with it. That's what we were born with that vest on. So we know where the loopholes are. We know what we really actually need. Like we know. So like a false fire, they don't actually know. That's just a mask that they're wearing. It's something that's new to them. It's not as familiar as us. So like that, we're like, you got a wall. Okay, mine's like the Berlin Wall. Okay, there's 2 walls. I want you to try to even think about it. Dare you? So the landmines don't get you, the wild dogs might, and if they don't get you, the snipers are gonna get you for sure. And your family's gonna watch you die. like, and then a false fire wants to come around. We're like, yeah, good luck. Okay, I was born in the dark.
Dude, it's so funny you said that because like remember Joe, like one time we were even talking about like the difference between a sanguine and a false fire is like sanguines are born tough. They're built tough. False fires, they have to build it, and even then it's fake.
Yeah.
Right. They still can't handle it. Like he gets hit one time and
he lives upstairs. Like
yeah, he gets hit one time in the mosh pit, he's gonna be tapped out where you're like
should I show up with like a ski mask and just like
hey, get in the car, I'll carry you out. Like, yeah, something.
Yep.
That's funny. Whatever. And then just like in the car, it's like the safe place. Like you got to make the car the safe place. Maybe even play his music, you know, something like it's all like emotional, and then he's like, whoa, like switch up the emotions like fast, and then I think it'll keep him off guard.
He's such a fun guy. He's so fun.
I love this.
Like he's so like analyzer. He just wants to be like isolated.
Yeah. I feel like Marissa is a good reference for you.
So that's a great, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
I was like, I want to go now.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
So like my last relationship, our first date kind of thing was like Valentine's Day. And because we like started dating February 10th when we graduated LP. Like that was the first day of our relationship. And so Valentine's Day is like 4 days later. So I planned this, and he's an analyzer. He's a Mel, true analyzer. He wears the mask of a promoter. So like I was like, cool. So I recorded a song because I wanted to sing again. So I recorded like a cover of an Adele song, and I told him to come to my apartment. I had rose petals all over the floor. I had like 2 flutes of champagne and strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries that I dipped every single one, you know, and I was like hiding in my room. So I wrote a note saying that my friend Veronica my roommate at the time, was going to take him to meet me. And he needed to be blindfolded and have headphones on, so he couldn't see or hear. And so blindfolded him. She walked him to the door, and then I was actually still there, so I came out of the closet in a sense, right? And took him down the stairs, took him into her car, and so that way he wouldn't know it was my car or know I was there. I put headphones on him, played music, so he didn't know what was going on the whole way there. And then I get out of the car and I take all this stuff off. I'm like, hi. And he's like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, what were you thinking? Like, what were all the things? Because like the analyzer in him, I'm sure, was going rampage like the entire time. You just got to talk to all the parts about him, like you gotta like talk to his biotype, but also talk to the mass that's there. I think that's what makes it kind of work, because it's not trying to correct him. You don't want to do that, right? You don't want to tell him his mask is wrong, but his mask is his ego protecting him. So you got to talk to that mask so that mask can start to come down a little bit. Can't ignore it.
And that's biotypes and sales. Seriously. You talk to the mask first, the mask crumbles a little bit, and then you're like, boom, biotype.
Yeah. Gotta get it all get it all in there.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. It's good when you already know it and it's someone else, and I don't have to like get in my head about it.
Right? And you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so fun. And you'll have a great time because it's super new to you.
Yeah.
You're like, this is like everything my sanguine needs.
Well, I mean, even if I didn't enjoy it, giving someone an experience is fun anyways. So
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, by when? I still love that.
Do you know my schedule right now?
Girl, I feel you. There's not enough hours in the day.
There's not. And we just have, so I don't know if you know this, but I am paying rent for LA Bodywork now, officially.
Wait, what happened?
I realized what I was using the situation to make myself feel.
Okay, please share.
About myself. I was using it to make myself feel like I don't belong and I'm not important. And after that, everything was just like, well, you had a conversation with Lisa about wanting to be supported and finding a community and all these things, and she was responsive and she wants the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This was before I even left for my trip.
Oh, okay.
And if you were to just leave right now, that you wouldn't even be able to see it through to see if it would have worked.
Wow.
So yeah, I decided to tell her, and we have like 3 or 4 events every month happening, like golf tournaments. I messaged some people for volleyball tournaments, so we're going to be sponsoring a team for an upcoming volleyball tournament in Hermosa.
Nice.
We just have like a lot of things going on every weekend. I'm still doing my Pilates certification.
Yeah.
I got 2 new personal training clients.
Nice.
I'm like busy right now.
That's so good. You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny because like I was running with Kelly. This is probably like a few weeks ago now. And we were actually talking about like, I was like, we need to just like have Joe do like a kind of like physical therapy clinic for runners where we can just bring you our problems and then you help, and then you give us like, you show us like things we can do, like exercises we can do, stretches we can do, and then I don't know, like a clinic. Wait, did I already say clinic?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking about. You should do like a clinic, and we'll just show up and bring you our issues.
Oh my God, please do. I mean, I have a few clients that are like Ironman, training for Ironmans, trail runners, like, and I love working with them and giving them exercises for like their knee and ankle stuff.
Yes, because ever since we talked about like my SI joint, right? I've been trying to like do stretches for it, and I'm a little bands and do a
I
little
need some
warm up.
strengthening. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it's so weird. Like, how do I have bad hip flexors? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I do. So I'm trying to work on them. But I do feel like it's been helping.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Joe's a body worker.
Yes.
I think I put that together. That's so cool. That's so cool.
And
Awesome.
Marissa's a dog whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. How do you feel about it?
I
Excited?
feel good. I felt really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I like what you said about like giving it a chance to see it through.
Yeah.
I feel like that's important for sanguines. Because like sanguines struggle like with like bouncing from one thing to another, right? But I feel like having the ability to like just see something through, having that dedication, I feel like is an important skill.
I would agree. I think in some situations it's left me staying way longer than I needed to, specifically in some relationships. But I think going through those parts, learning the discernment between what I'm hoping will happen and seeing if what is actually like seeing what's actually happening versus what I hope will happen.
Yeah. I love that discernment. Yeah.
What do you think is the time to pull back then? What is that for you?
Let's see. Well, what are we talking about specifically with?
Like, I get, you know what? Because I feel like women typically give a lot more. They have a little bit more of a tolerance for relationships than men do, generally speaking. And so when is the time to say this, like, this is no longer it for me? Like, I've stayed longer than I should, or I feel like I'm about to stay longer than I should. When do you think it's that for you to like pull that plug?
Well, I just saw a video recently and it was talking about expectations. It was this woman, I think she's like a therapist. She was explaining the difference between an expectation and a standard. And so I think before anything, having standards for what you need in a relationship so that when people don't meet your expectations, you're not sitting there hoping and wishing that they will change. You'll just be like, this isn't what I need, and you can move forward. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it comes down to the expectation, like not having expectations and meeting people where they're at. And I think a big part of it too is probably ego, right? Crystal always asks me, what are you using the relationship for? And it's a game changer, because when you think about like, when I'm spiraling about something emotionally and she asks me, what are you using the relationship for? And I can pinpoint it. It's like the spiral is gone and I can just like the fog is cleared and I can just see the situation so clearly. And from that space, I can make my decision of like, is this what I need? Is this worth what I'm getting? Is it not? And then move from there.
Yeah. Because it's what we do with relationships. Like, it's literally what our ego does with relationships when we're unaware of all the stories it's trying to validate. We use relationships to be right about our beliefs. Yeah. It's funny because you made me, when you asked that question, Marissa, you made me think about something that Rose said about like give and take. Because I feel like that's probably a big problem area for me in not even just romantic, but like just in relationships, right? Like over giving and then not actually receiving or like taking. And so it's like, if there's no balance, it's time to walk away. That can feel harsh, but
Yeah, it sure can. Absolutely. Like my dad, I swear, like after our podcast, my dad called me like twice the next day, and I was like, you got to be fucking see, this is why I don't even want to give him permission to like try, you know, like if I open that door, he will take a mile. I'm like, oh God. So he's called me so many times this week. I was like, really? What? Anyways, he called me today asking, he said he's gonna go on a dating show on Netflix. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, does your fiance know about this?
Love Island?
I don't know.
That's on Peacock.
So I was like, are these for like tried and tired men? Is that what it is? And he's like,
All tried and tired.
he's like, oh God. Anyways, he's like, I need pictures of my marriages and of us and things like that. And so like he's asking me for the photos so he can go and audition for it. And I was like trying to look on my phone. And so of course, like I've deleted a lot of pictures, but 5 years almost. I had
Is your dad sanguine, Marissa?
I think he is.
He sounds sanguine.
I think he is totally sanguine. I would have said when we were younger, like when I was younger, that he was choleric, but no, I think he's totally sanguine.
You gotta send me a picture.
I will, because I was just sending.
I actually think sanguines exploding is scarier than cholerics.
Oh, I would believe it.
So.
Yeah, so I'm like, trying to find photos, and of course I found so many photos of me and Jimmy, and so I'm like looking at the photos, and I'm deleting things. Like it was easy to delete just him, but like I'm like also in a sense reminiscing, and I'm like, dang, like 2 years ago I would have been like bawling my eyes out, and so I do like acknowledge that I'm doing a lot better with that. But now I just look at it and I'm like, you sorry motherfucker. What an idiot. The things that, man, our relationship was fucking dope. You dummy. Like, I'm like, my gosh, we went everywhere. New Orleans, we went Hawaii, we went, did everything. Like, there's like thousands of videos of us laughing and joking and playing, and I'm like, what a dummy. My God.
Ooh.
Me forgiving too much is what it is. That's what it did me up. So I was like, man, when it came down to like asking for him to show up for me, it was too much for him. That's how it felt, at least. And so like when you're talking about having equality and giving or taking, like but also like because I'm so used to just providing, like I didn't even give space for it.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like for definitely for me, but probably for us is like giving that space. I feel like is a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since being aware of it, I feel like it's been so much easier because I can catch myself, and I'm like, okay, all right. Like I in my like dating experience since then, I'm like, okay, I've given a lot. So I really want to do this. I'd be like, I really want to get this for him so fucking bad. And I'm like, oh, guess I'll even sometimes if I can't handle it, I'll still get it. And I'll just put it away until after he gives back. So, cause I'm trying so hard to give him his space to give into the relationship. So I'll just put it and hide it somewhere and just have a pile of shit. Like I had, I was dating that guy that you were like, are you healed yet? You know, that one?
Yes.
And he liked Japanese products, like chips and stuff like that. Like weird shit. Like I have shrimp chips in my cupboards because I bought shit for him. Because yes,
Girl, it's expired.
I'm not. No, I need to throw it away. Totally. Like I had like a whole drawer of like shrimp chips, ketchup chips, like all kinds of different like goodies and stuff like that I was ready to give him. I was just waiting, trying to give him space to give back in the relationship.
Yep.
That's what I do now. I just hold it until I'm like, dang it, okay, sit on my hands and wait until.
Or you know what I'm thinking of, like, what if taking that excitement while you're waiting to receive and go buy yourself something.
Ooh. I do that already. Yeah.
Buy your dog something.
She does that too.
I don't. It's hard for me to. So I need to be better at that, because as far as like buying things for them, because I get so many things for free, and like as far as the dogs go, like I come home and I'm like, I got something for you, and the dogs are like, oh my gosh. So, and they're like, I'm almost at the point where they go straight to the luggage before they come to me. Like,
oh my God, that's so funny.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What did you bring from this trip?
I know you got something good for me, Mom.
Oh, the doggies. Oh my God. What are we gonna do about these motherfuckers?
Man. But yeah. If I can't handle it, I will still get it and I'll just tuck it away somewhere. But I'm like that with everybody. Like if I see something and their birthday's coming up, it reminds me of someone, I still get it. I'm like, cool. And I'll just my sister's birthday gift has been in my room for like a couple weeks. And she's like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I thought of you. I bought it. So here you go.
But dude, that's actually the best time to buy gifts, because then when I'm actually looking for something, I can't find shit.
Totally. Or you don't know because you're overthinking.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. And I spent like 3 hours into the store because I can't freaking decide.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I will say that's my favorite part about my guy that I'm with now, him being choleric.
Wait. Okay, so wait, same guy?
Same guy.
Okay. Wait, so are you guys back on?
Yeah, so we never stopped. We just had a lot. So you asked last time like what I like about him, and I will say like my favorite thing about him is that he's so open to like hearing feedback, taking responsibility, like that's, and not gaslighting me. I'm like shocked. I'm like, bro, I will stick around for this. Like, I need to know more. What's wrong with you? What's going on? How deep are these issues, man? And I do see a lot of myself in him. So that's really, really cool. Like the same struggles that I should face. So there is a little bit of that. The like Captain Save a Ho over here for sure. I step into that quite often. So I do see like similarities in like how I would want someone to love me and things like that. I'm like, oh, yep, caught it. I see it. I'm like, oh man, he also wants someone that's not going to give up on him. And I'm like, what are the fucking odds? Like, and then so I immediately feel instantly guilty because I'm like, that's what I want. So, but again, like he listens and he does try, and it's just so different than what I'm used to. Like I felt like as soon as conflict came with my ex, it was like, I'm out of here. Where like, even though the new guy is avoidant to some extent, he doesn't run from it as fast. He like wants to face it. He's just like, I may need a couple minutes. Okay. So it's great. So he's like, all right, like he's talked about being in the military, and I'm like, okay, why do you want to join the military? And he's like, you just see him like struggling with coming to the answer. And he's like, give me like 30 minutes. And I was like, cool. I'm like, hey Siri, put on a timer for 30 minutes from now. And he's like, you fucker. And I was like, hell yeah, we about to go in. Like, you say you need 30 minutes, I got you. We got 30 minutes on the clock. So, and then I try to like not stay in that space. I'm like, let's go sanguine, because he is still sanguine. And so I'm like, all right, so we're swimming at the time. So I was like, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to jump, and you have to give me your favorite karate pose when you jump, you know, like go straight, spin, jump and spin, you know, like trying to be fun about it. And then the timer goes off. I'm like, yes, tell me. And he does. He's like, all right. And he's still struggling with it. He's like, all right. And I'm like, you just gave me some bullshit answer. I'm like, just give me 3. And so he gave me 3. But then, like, you know, the next day I brought it up again because I just felt like something was off about it. I'm like, he first brought it up going into military, our first date. And I'm like, hell yeah, do it. And then, you know, it coming up again, I'm like, I just felt like I don't, not that I don't support it, but I don't think it's a smart idea knowing more about
How
him.
old is he?
31.
Why does he want to go into the military?
The 3 reasons he gave me was stability, to get out of like here, and like to start over. And what was the third one? I cannot remember the third one, but those are the two that I remember. And so I asked him again last night, actually, because I'm like, instead of doing homework, I looked it up. I'm like, what does he need to be in the military? Cool. He's 6'4", 280 pounds. He's huge. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Like, he met family on Saturday, and my uncle, who was like 5'6", was like,
Oh my God.
goes over to shake his hand, and he stands up and he's like, oh shit, like he's just like big boy. And I'm laughing because he's like towering over him. I'm like, oh God, that's so funny. But yeah, he's huge. So like, I think the weight requirement that he needs to be is 180, 189. So he needs to lose 50 to 100 pounds.
Jesus.
He smokes weed and drinks, so he has to stop that. He deals with depression, and so I'm like looking it all up, and I'm like, what else can he do that also provides these things? And the night before, I was like, damn, I would love to see you in like a fireman's outfit. Like, how do we get you in that? Like, just for funsies, like Halloween. Like, I just want to rinse me down. I want this fire out, okay? Like, please carry me up a ladder. Like, so whatever you gotta do. Like, I just want that. Okay. And then so I was joking, but then it popped up, and I was like, oh, what does he need to be a fireman? Is his weight an issue? Like, what else? He just needs EMT, and like, I'm like, we could be. So like, I talked to him yesterday about it, and I'm like, hey, like, I think this would be really a better option. Not that I don't support military. If like this really what you want to do, like, I'm in. Yeah. But I think like what you shared with me, I think this would be better for you. And he's like, and I was like, what do you think about that? Did I overstep? Like, because I'm like, I don't want to mother you and tell you what to do. And he's like, no, like, that makes me feel like you care about me. It makes me feel like you want to be a part of my future. And so like, just that whole interaction was like, just so different than what I'm used to. Like, no one's ever been really open to even hearing my thoughts.
Right.
Let alone like actually sit on it and think about it and that those kind of things. And so then he opened up later, because he also told me prior that his siblings did not like the fact that he wanted to go into the military. And he talked about how like his depression, his family is worried about him going into the military and it being worse. And I was like, yeah, oh my God, the amount of people, my uncle served for 23 years and struggled with depression massively. Like, there were several times where military police had to come in and remove him because he was gonna kill himself. So, like,
I mean, it's also in first responders too.
totally. But he
Yeah.
wouldn't be so far away, I think.
True.
Like, I feel like you're in that house with everybody. If you're at the fire, you're working, you're with your boys, you're in the same space, you're sharing a bunk with the next person versus like you're by yourself. And these same group of people will go with you everywhere as far as firemen, where like you get called for duty, you go somewhere else, your boys may not come with you, and you're alone a lot.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be in a relationship that way. Not that I'm like, oh, I'm not worried about it. I'm sanguine. Go, bye, have fun.
You're like, I need a little break.
Yeah, right. Or I'm like, okay, have fun. I'm like, great. But yeah, I was just like, I really think that's would be better. Plus, I'm like, you gonna look hot as hell. I'll buy every single calendar. Go ahead, send it my way. I'll be like, I need one for my car. I need one for my kitchen. I need.
It sounds like he needs a. Why does he get depressed? I'm curious. Do you know why? We should bring him onto the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
You think he'd be down?
Really quiet. I think he might be interested. I think he might be open to it.
Yeah.
He's definitely open to a lot of things, which is really cool, but he's super quiet. Like my cousins were like, what's wrong with him? That man said like 2 words to me.
Okay.
So he's really, really quiet to himself, but I would, he's been through a lot. Like,
yeah,
he's been through a lot. He lived like, in a sense, like comparing similarities as far as Jimmy goes, like he lived with his grandparents at a time because they lost their home. So living in like the living room or sharing a small space with multiple family members was how he grew up. He was an immigrant, so his dad was also a truck driver, so his dad was gone all the time, was deported a few times, so he's not like wasn't allowed to talk about family or home and things of that nature too much. He's the youngest and of 2 other siblings, and so of 3. And his sisters are very dominant, as well as his mother, and very controlling, which is like has worked in my favor, I guess, because he's kind of like he kind of understands already how to deal with that, which is great. So when I'm like, I get in my I guess independent mode, right? And I'm like just taking care of things. And he's like, stop being fucking irritating and give me a task. Like, I'm not going to sit here and watch you do all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. So he's been through a lot though. That's what I've noticed. So I feel like the comments he's made and I've shared with you is like he doesn't feel like anyone needs him to respond to this. Like that it doesn't seem like his presence would be noticed if he was there or not, or missed if he wasn't.
That's mom.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like the guy needs help processing a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was married prior, and so his ex-wife was like his first love, and it sounds like he just did a lot for her and did not get a lot back. And so like certain things were okay, but certain things weren't. It's so weird. It's weird because it's different to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so there's like times where I'm like, oh, like I want to meet your friends. He's like, what? He's like, I think my ex saw my friends like a handful of times. And I'm like, what? They're your boys, no? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, I want to meet them. He's like, what data are you collecting? And I'm like, everything. I'm trying to vacuum all of you. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So, like, even like they never met each other's family, or their families never met until the wedding day.
Wow.
It was like the first time, but they've been together for like on and off for 16, 17 years.
Oh God.
And I'm like, no one met.
So
They're like, your
weird.
cousins don't know each other. That's weird. You're Mexican, homie. Like, what the fuck?
Seriously. That's weird.
It's different, that's for sure.
Man.
So, but trying
Toby's chasing. I think he has to go to the bathroom. Can you hear him?
no. Oh, I hear a little.
Yeah. He came upstairs. That's his thing. Like he'll come upstairs, go downstairs, come upstairs, go downstairs. Just fucking girl for like until I take him out or feed him, just nonstop.
Oh my gosh.
He's got anxiety.
It's like, I gotta go.
But this was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
We should have you like a regular guest, Marissa. Whenever you want to come and just like shoot the shit with us or like talk about we can talk about anything.
I know. I'm gonna see if he'll be down to come on a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
we won't tell him. We'll just bamboozle him. He'll be okay. He can handle
Just
it.
do the idea you have for my brother with him
Oh, I do. That's how I
for
know
the
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come over Monday night around 6:00.
And then chain him to the chair.
And be like, oh, yeah, like what I've done. That's how I got him to meet my my grandpa. I was like, hey, let's go to this bar. You down? He was like, yeah. I was like, but I'm not gonna tell you what bar it is. I'm just gonna tell you how to get there. And he's like, all right. And so he's driving, and I'm like, make a left, make a right. Oh, and there he's like, a Legion, and I'm like, yep. Let's go get it. And he goes inside, and my grandpa's like, what's up, motherfucker? I'm like, oh, this is my grandpa. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is how you're gonna get me to meet your people. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Until you come willing, I'm gonna trick you.
You don't think he would have gone willingly?
I think he would have, but I've asked him a couple times, and he's like one time we were stoned, and he was like, I'm too high. I'm like, are you kidding? My grandpa's probably on shroom or either on shrooms or a gummy right now. Like,
Oh my god. That's
he'd
so
be like, you know, my grandpa's like whiskey and water, like, you know, he's what like wild turkey and water is his preferred drink. So he's a monster. I'm like, you're have nothing to worry about. Like, seriously. He's probably gonna be like, where's your his thing is like, I can't trust you if you don't drink with me. So I'm like, you're fine. And then so he gives like little excuses like that. Like, oh, you know, like because he's nervous or whatever. It's yeah. So I did the same thing. I was like, hey, and the truth is, like, I had the feeling of like, I just want to barbecue. So I invited my siblings over. And then I told him I just wanted to barbecue, but I didn't tell him that my siblings were also coming over. So he shows up and I'm like, oh, this is my brother and his wife. And he's like, yeah, nice to meet you. All right. I'm like, bamboozled.
Oh, that's funny. You gotta try that.
It's great. But he does it to me too. It's fair.
I gotta step into my sanguine more.
Yes.
You're over there thinking that your saying was in the way, but no, you just haven't used it.
No, I'm not using it enough.
Yes, exactly.
I'm trying to be analyzer about my sanguine, and it's not working.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
We like when I first initially read Jo, I was like, I thought she was like a phlegmatic analyzer, but then like I don't know.
Everyone did.
For like 2 years now, I'm like, I don't know, Jo. I think you're sanguine. I don't know. Maybe you're phlegmatic. I don't know, Jo. I think you're sanguine. Maybe a girl for like 2 years. And then finally I was like, Jo, you're sanguine. There's just no way.
And as soon as you step into it, then you're like, oh shit, this is great.
Right?
Well, sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. And maybe like, you know, maybe the idea of meeting your brother where he's at is something you got to do with yourself. How do you meet your analyzer where you are with your sanguine?
I've never thought about that.
Like, go outside to pick a flower and just analyze the shit out of it. I wonder how it became pink. How did it get pink? How many birds or how many bugs took the nectar out of this plant? Like, how many bees came and got this? Or did they take it before? What happens if one less plant's out there? How can I make more of these?
You know what? What's that one Theo Vaughn? Have you seen that like TikTok or Instagram audio?
What is it?
Like,
What does he say?
Oh my god, I gotta find it. I don't even remember. But
Oh,
it's basically it's always like that one weird friend, and he just says some like the strangest sentence, and the other guy's like, "Can you just stop talking?"
Yeah.
I'll have to find it.
Oh, that's funny.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, ladies. I gotta hop off and take my dog.
Alrighty.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks
for coming back,
again.
Marissa.
Of course.
Thank
yeah. No, thank you
you.
for inviting me. Thank you, guys.
Yes, this has been